Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is that time again. We got another pick show coming right at you, giving you all of our advice on the bets that you can make on NXL, or, you know, maybe you got a friendly little competition between friends. We're going to give you some advice on that as well. We first up want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Kirgo, to help kind of put all of this on. They're the sports book that's taken all of the action on NXL Paintball. We appreciate them for getting involved. So if you want to get in on the action, there is a link in the link tree down below. Click through that, use code FTS at signups, get your account ready, get it ready to go. That way you don't miss out on any of these awesome matchups that we have coming up. But before we get into the rest of the show, we got to bring in our two co-hosts who help us out with the pick shows. Definitely appreciate them giving up a little bit of time in their night, and they always make it a fun time. Let's go a little seniority. Let's bring Fitz on in first. I know he's been here the longest. So Fitz, how you doing tonight, brother?
Good. It's a nice night. It's easy. The heat's broken. We're good. I'm in Michigan, not somewhere else. We're good.
Nice. California's hot as hell right now. It's been, jump back up into the hundreds.
Started, yeah.
All right. Well, so that's Fitz. He's going to be joining along for the ride. You know, he's always got his great takes that he brings along with him. The other guest we have on tonight is, of course, Jordan is returning. Jordan Boyum, he's back on the pod. Where are you, Jordan? You're not at the usual setup. What's going on tonight?
I'm out in Hoover, Alabama, right outside of Birmingham. So this is where I live now.
Okay. Make the soft move. No, I mean, he's out there for some work stuff right now, but yeah, you've been able to go experience some, like, you know, SEC college football, some big time stuff.
Yeah, it was a great experience. Tuscaloosa, that did not disappoint. I'm gonna go right back, run back-to-back weekends here at the Bama Stadium.
Nice, be able to go, see a couple games down there. SEC football, it's just different down there. I think you were saying pre-show, it is different. It's like a religion down there.
Yep, they're bought in for sure. They're about
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Well, before we get into the rest of our picks tonight, I got to mention our other sponsors who help put us on the air. We have NECTR Energy, awesome little energy pouch. They sponsor all of our content over here From the Sidelines. NECTR.energy is where you can head over to get more information about the product. It's nectar.energy is their URL. Awesome little caffeine pouch. It's got a neurotropic in there as well. Help your brain kind of feel good, fire right on all cylinders. They have, I think, 5 different flavors now, 6 different flavors, one of the 2. If you want to check them out for yourself, head over to their website, use code MafiaProductions, all one word. You're going to get a buy 2 get 1 free at checkout. And yeah, we appreciate the support NECTR has for all of our shows over here on the air. We also have Liquid IV. Shout out to Liquid IV, the great hydration multiplier. You know, sometimes you maybe drink too much and you're a little hungover. It'll work great for that. If you're out at the field and you're sweating all day, it'll work great for that. Anytime that you need more hydration in your life, it is an awesome little product. Throw it into a water bottle, 16 ounces of water. It'll get you ready to go. I think it's 3 times faster is what they quote than just water alone. It's got all the nutrients, electrolytes, the good stuff in there to keep you going. Head over to liquidiv.com. Use promo code Mafia_Moffitt. You're going to get 20% off of your order and free shipping. So it'll be right at your door waiting for you. They've got all of their options listed, the new flavors that we've been talking about, Rainbow Sherbet, Firecracker, all of the OG ones as well. We appreciate their support and keeping us hydrated while we're doing our thing over here. And last but not least, Welts Clothing, weltsclothing.com. Shout out to the boys down in Texas who are doing some cool things for paintball. They just announced their Welts Wednesday drop for this next month. It actually it's a pretty cool one. It's a collegiate wear style, so it's got like Welts University is like the whole thing it's around. There's some really cool details in there, kind of, you know, that go to the message of the brand and the stuff they do in the sport. So yeah, definitely give a shout out to Welts Clothing. Thank you for your support, guys. Head over to weltsclothing.com. Use promo code FTS. Save 10% off at your checkout. You know, help with the tax, help with the shipping, make it a little bit cheaper, and you're gonna get it right to your door as well. So let's jump into this, boys. We do have to recap what happened at the last event. As always, we keep track of all of the picks that we make, and we're upfront about it. We're not trying to hide. We're not trying to say, hey, you know, we had a 80% win percent when we didn't, because, you know, that's lying. And if anyone out there tells you that and they don't give you the numbers, don't believe them. So jumping right on into it, gotta always start at third place. Fitzy, last event you went 24 for 40 on the show. That's 60% win rate.
That's par. We're good.
Yeah, it's above 50. That's always the number we're trying to hit.
Yeah, I made money.
You bet he did. He is losing money tonight currently. He already threw a couple bets down on the Ravens and KC game. And yeah, your first touchdown scorer didn't score first.
Nah,
so
that's all right. That's all right. We got the backs. We'll be all right.
I feel like these boys, half their attention is going to be on the game, half their attention is going to be over here. So it might be an exciting night tonight. The other guy that we had, Jordan, joined us for the first time in AC. So he's sitting at a 26 out of 40 at that last event, which is about a 65% pick rate. Jordan, what do you got to say about Atlantic City now it's in the rear view?
I mean, I got to do better in Chicago. This is hands down. 26 of 40, I can do better than that.
Yeah, no, I believe. I think you were maybe analyzing a little too hard sometimes, trying to looking at stuff a little harder than it needed to be.
Yeah, paintball's a little unpredictable sometimes, so you're going to get that.
Well, for sure. And then, not bragging, but I just, by the numbers, was the top of the week. It was 31 out of 40 or a 77% pick rate. Yeah, I've been going well all season. Glad to keep that up. We do have the overall totals for the season. Let me pull those up. What are we sitting at? So Fitzy is sitting at 67 out of 126 picks, 53%. Over 500. That's what we love to hear. Dude, if you're a baseball player, you'd be the best baseball player ever in the world. And then Jordan, you just had the one event, so we don't have an overall for you yet. But myself, it's 77 out of 126, so a little bit higher at 61%. Look, if you're hitting 61% of your bets, you're profitable. You're making money. Money's coming back home. That's kind of the golden number you want to be hitting at if you're trying to make money sports betting. And yeah, so we're excited to jump on into this tonight. We have all of the matches, all 20 of them ready to go. Went in, made a spreadsheet this morning, got all the odds listed next to them. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some cool matchups going on in Windy City. First off, before we do that, let's mention the layout a little bit. It just came out yesterday, and what's your guys' thoughts on it? I was able to jump into Paintballers today, run a couple points on it, kind of get a slight feel for it, a little better than just looking at a piece of paper. But what do you guys see when you kind of first look at it?
J-Bo, for sure.
Oh.
He's gonna know more than I am, unless he hasn't seen it.
No, I saw it. It looks very similar to the last WCPBO layout. Honestly, that I played personally, so I'd imagine it's going to play similar. Middle looks juicy again, but if it's anything like that layout, everything's going to get pushed outside, and then what happens is if it's easy to get wide, then they're going to turn in, and the middle's going to be unplayable in the beginning of the points. It's going to be more of an end game thing. So it looked pretty balanced on the layout, just on paper, but I'm starting to think that it's going to be pretty easy to get outside, and I don't know, maybe play some. You said you played some digital versions of it. I don't know if it seemed that way as well.
I mean, of course, everything's going to be a little caveat when you're playing digitally. But yeah, I mean, I was able to bounce out to that Snake Rito pretty reliably. I don't think I was really taking paint off the break. And so, yeah, when we got these teams who've got those fast Rito guys who are able to get out wide, they're definitely, if they find the route out there, they're going to be able to take advantage of it.
What I always look at is the big center structures that kind of block out a lot of the lanes. So, when you're looking from back center, you may be able to see the other box, but you're not going to see them go wide. So then after that first jump, if they get out wide and there's not really any good spots to get shots in on those gaps for the front guys, they're just going to make the fronts a bunch. Mm-hmm. So it's going to really cause things to turn inside on the other teams.
Make it kind of a attacker versus attacker battle, and whoever wins that is going to be able then to turn it in.
And I thought about something when this layout came out. Just watching how the ESPN thing went down and how Mid-Atlantic went down. They're really trying to push things to a tape side so it's easier to view for viewership, right? Because if you get a lot of middle play, yes, it's very creative. It's fun to watch as a spectator, but for television, it's hard to track. So I think they're trying to funnel things more to the outsides. It's easier to get them to the sideline to where they can have better camera angles. That's just me. It's a theory I have that they're trying to work in.
Well, we're back on the show. We had a little technical mishap. It's, got guys traveling on the road. Shit happens. But yeah, let's jump back into it. We were talking about the layout, and one of the things you just mentioned was like the camera angles and how to cover it. When we had that like pool layout, like center diamond area at the AC event, it definitely led to guys wanting to get up there, and then with those huge wedges, it was really hard to kind of capture that from like a sideline cam. The cable cam got some cool angles, but that's it's kind of hit or miss. You know, it's got to be at the right spot at the right time, and it's a little more kind of lucky to get the right shot in there. Cool. Well, let's get some energy, boys. We're making picks. We're having fun tonight. We're gonna be talking shit. It's one of my favorite shows to do, because yeah, it's essentially what it is. You know, as long as sports have been around, there's been a group of guys talking shit to each other about it, and that's what we're gonna do so tonight. Let's go ahead. Let's start to. Or I guess one last thing with the layout. I know you were saying like the bigger bunkers block out stuff. Those two towers definitely being in like that center 50 area. I was noticing, like, you know, online it definitely seemed to kind of cut off a lot of the stuff off the break, which, you know, only points back to what we were saying. Guys are able to make it out wide, and then it becomes, you know, kind of who has the better attackers, not necessarily the better shots off the break.
Yeah, it's the problem that it looks like on paper. I haven't played the layout obviously, but it looks like on paper it's just going to be easy to get outside. It's going to be easy to crawl down certain parts of the snake, and then the middle is going to be hard to play until later in the game. But I think there is going to be kind of like some counterpunch style moves in there, because there isn't there's a lot of options. There's different routes you can go, or it's going to be one of those things where, well, if this snake player is in this spot, then you can go to this spot and kind of counter bunker and just play off that. And I think there are going to be situations like that, because it looks like if you get up there and they're not out wide, then you could definitely cut them off. But in the beginning of the game, it's going to be difficult, especially if people are just getting wide every point.
Yeah, it's kind of who makes it to that, you know, like advantage or position bunker first.
Yeah, it's going to be situational based for sure. And then once they're up there and they kind of finesse it, then they could probably make some good moves.
Well, for sure. Fitz, you know, what's your opinion on the layout? First look at it.
It's the same thing J-Bo said. It's the outside. It's the outside. Honestly, like the two outside Doritos, not so much. I didn't really like the inside one. I like the two outside ones. I don't want to say I like the can in front of the home. Mm-hmm. Like I wouldn't play it very much.
No, I like emergency went up there a couple times today, and I just felt like so much stuff could see you. Like it was, you know, you're just kind of putting yourself in a death bunker.
Yeah, and I think it's a temple to the left or right. That is a 2, 3, and 4, and then So I don't know. I'm playing 3-man on Sunday, so
okay,
I'll figure out how it plays for 3 guys. I don't know how it's gonna play for 5, but we'll see how that goes. So
probably a little different, I would say.
Yeah, it should be fun. So it's, you know, we're just hoping we can. I was very upset that I couldn't shoot the corner, so there's not really anywhere to shoot that guy. For me anyway, I'm not that good. So, you know, I'm more worried about, like J-Bo said, them getting outside, and then that's it. That's probably gonna be it for the line. That's for sure.
Caution the snake. Caution the snake, Rito. Shit's happening.
Which one?
Which one? Both. They're both hot all the time. Just think that going into this event. All right, cool. So let's jump into this, boys. We got 40 games to pick through, so we're gonna try to get this done in you know, in the time it takes us to do so. Yeah, let's jump on in. Friday, starting out the 8 o'clock set. We got Impact playing first versus AC Diesel, starting their, you know, their Chicago tournament journey on kind of a rough foot, coming up against Impact here. What do you guys think coming into this one?
You know, I'll jump in on this one. You know, I think we're gonna be smart for Chicago. I think Chicago's where I'm gonna turn it around, and we're gonna be a little smart.
Okay, finally.
This one's an easy pick. It's Impact.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it should be a good, you know, maybe Diesel's got some extra practice on it, but yeah.
No, I mean, looking at this on paper, I'm definitely gonna say Impact. I've gotten some practice reports. Diesel is, you know, kind of still having their same form that they've been, which they can beat teams. It's just, you know, which version of them are going to show up on that day. It's always kind of the gamble with Diesel. I'm going to have to take Impact on this one. It is minus 323. Impact is pretty heavily favored. God damn it, swallowed wrong. AC Diesel is plus 196. You're almost getting 2-1 if you do want to back Diesel on this one. Like I said, I'm going to grab Impact. I think they are going to be able to get it done on the field. Jordan, let's hear your thoughts.
I mean, Impact, they're going
as well.
to handle Diesel. Yeah.
All right.
I just got no confidence in Diesel at this point.
Don't say too much. You might ruffle some feathers.
You know, okay, prove me wrong.
That's what I like to see. I like to see. We just rub the feathers the wrong way. I like it.
Yeah, right off the rip. First game of the day. Let's make people upset. Love that, guys. All right, this next one, hotly contested. I think this is going to be a decent game on paper. They have it as Aftershock as a negative 164. They are the favorite over Infamous, who is just about even money, plus 108. For myself, I'm going to have to take Aftershock on this one based off their recent tournament performances. They looked really good in AC, and even kind of the end of that Texas event, they were able to put some stuff together. I'm going to have to back the boys, so I'm going Aftershock on this one. I have a feeling I know which way Fitz is going to go. I want to hear him say it, though.
It's Chicago. It's Infamous. It's Chicago. Yep. You know what I mean?
What is it about Chicago? Is it the water there or something?
No, it's just the Infamous. It's Chicago. It's, you know... It's the way to be. It's the only team to pick.
That's how you know it's a homer pick. Yeah. He has no reason to back it up. He's just saying, fuck it, I'm going to take Infamous. Yeah, Fitz is the first time on the show. Fitz is a huge Infamous fan, so just, you know, take that into note when you're making your picks with us. Jordan, where are we looking for this one?
You got to go Aftershock. Infamous has got a, no pun intended, they got a skeleton squad, and they lost some of their best players, so I think they're going to be hurting at this one.
Yeah, Zach is, he went ahead a medical reason.
No Zach Patient, no Nate Schroeder. Or Nate Schrader.
Yeah,
I think they picked up Ryan Rodarte.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, he'll probably play a role on the team. It's just, you're playing against Aftershock right now, who's, I think, one of the better teams in the league.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I mean, the other thing with the Infamous that kind of goes against them is, you know, Zach was one of their, like, he started almost every point for them. Definitely a guy they would, you know, lean on and rely to be one of their attackers. And so, yeah, losing him, losing Nate, another key player to kind of put it all together in the back for them, definitely, you know, doesn't bode well. Not, you know, they could win this game. There are routes to victory for them, but I just think on paper, Aftershock is looking better. And I actually do like the negative 164 there. You're getting a little bit of value with Aftershock. I think that's going to be a pretty decent bet to take. Early in the morning, too, so if you get one to go green off the bat, that always feels good. Start the rest of your day off right. Moving into the 9 a.m. set, we have Aftermath versus Notorious as the first one in this. Aftermath is a negative 228 favorite. Notorious is getting plus 146. So you're getting about $1.40 back on every bet you put on Notorious. Notorious, I think they will look better this event. They've got ABJ back. It's a huge player for them. They really do rely on him to get a lot of work done for them. But the problem becomes when you're leaning on one player, you know, if he's not having a great day, if he makes small mistakes, if, you know, the other team kind of keys up on that, the rest of the game plan can kind of fall apart. I'm gonna have to take Aftermath. They've been looking pretty solid this year. I've been liking the things I've been seeing from the boys. So yeah, that's my reasoning. But yeah, I'm gonna back Aftermath on this one.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, it's anyone jump in. Feel free, boys.
Yeah. No,
I'm taking Notorious. I'm taking Notorious on this one.
Okay.
I think it's a field that they could do well on, and like you said, ABJ coming back. I think they got decent front players that can be scrappy, and both sides of the field look like they can kind of benefit players like that are willing to take a little bit more risk and being less methodical.
Okay, and I think you know, Devil's Advocate for Notorious, they're sitting towards the bottom of the rankings. They need to come out and win some games at this event to, you know, prevent relegation for themselves. So, you know, that extra little motivation factor is there. Fitz, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking actually Notorious on that one too.
Thinking Notorious as well?
Yeah.
All right, that's our first big split of the day. Obviously, you took Infamous, but yeah. All right, so cool. Fitzy and J-Bo are riding with Notorious. They're going to take the underdog plus 146. There's definitely some value to be found there if they're able to get it done. This next one, I like this. This is one of my favorite bets of the morning set. PB Fit minus 154. They are playing the ML Kings, which are a plus 102, so essentially even money on that. I'm going to have to take Fit. As you know, if you've listened to the show, you know I'm a homer for him. But I also like them in this game. I think they've beaten Kings before this season. They're looking pretty solid. Last event definitely was a little bit of a letdown, but it was a blind layout. And as we know, PB Fit is one of these teams with their home field. They build a layout the second it comes up, and they practice on it, and that's where they get a lot of their knowledge about it from. So I think that kind of goes back towards them. I do think this, this might be kind of a closer game. I don't think it's going to be like a huge blowout or anything like that, but I do like PB Fit, especially at a negative 154 to get it done. Jordan, what are you thinking?
I'll take the Miami Kings.
Moneyline Kings, all right.
I mean, it's a scary bet because PB Fit's so good off the break. They're going to find a way to win breakouts, and they could play pretty well into their hand in a field like this, but we'll see.
Well, and one of the things I'm thinking about when I think of Fit is Xavi. If he's able to stay alive and get into those Doritos decently well, I think he's going to have a good chance to attack up there. I do think he's had some good moments this year attacking for him, and as well as some of their other guys. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at going into it with Fitz. You disagreeing? You got the kind of pained look on your face.
I'm the same with you. I like this matchup. It's going to be fun to watch. Since I have to pick, I'm probably gonna go PB. Yeah, I go PB Fit.
Yeah,
but,
I wonder if they just set traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and they're a really good team at working together. Obviously, those guys, they spend a lot of time playing paintball just with each other. So yeah, a field like this where I think teamwork is going to definitely be needed. I don't think we're going to see many like star performers during a point. Obviously, that's going to happen. Guys are going to play out of their mind and win something for their team. But I think the more lockdown, the more control teams are going to be able to get it done with the wide being able to get out too. That definitely kind of bodes well for the teams that are going to be able to make it to those positions and then just set traps, hold, and wait for people to run into their guns.
Yeah. I was just trying not to sneeze. I wasn't making a face. I was trying not to sneeze.
Oh, okay. I saw like the mustache twitching, and I was like, oh god, what's going on over there?
I don't want to sneeze.
All right, perfect. Well, moving on, 10 a.m. Another set. We got X Factor. They are negative 154. They are favorited in this matchup versus AC Diesel. AC Diesel, same thing, plus 102. So a little bit of a positive money there, but essentially an even money bet. Yeah. I gotta go X Factor in this. It's just one of those, if Diesel ends up upsetting and bringing it and making it happen, then good on them. But when I'm looking at this matchup on paper, I just feel like X Factor is gonna be able to get it done. That's me going into it. Fitz, we'll bring you in first on this one.
I'm gonna take Diesel on this one. I think this will be a surprise one. I think they'll win that one. And I think I think it's gonna be close.
I agree. I think this is gonna be a tighter match. This is one of those spots where Diesel knows the pressure on him. The guys on their team are they're not ignorant to it. So it's kind of like you got to come out here and make a statement a little bit, show paintball world that you're here to play. Jordan, what are you thinking?
Man, you know what I'd like to see on this one? I'd like to see Mouse and one snake and Spica playing the old Spica when he was on Ironman on the other snake and taking Diesel down. Taking X Factor down.
Taking X Factor down?
Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah. I'll get Diesel on it. I think Mouse is gonna have a pretty good tournament. And it just really depends on who they put over there on the other side, because maybe Spica might be good in the front for them on this one.
Okay. Yeah. No, and they have great attackers. That's one thing AC Diesel doesn't lack. They have a couple of the most experienced guys in the league when it comes to that position. So, I think the argument there is solid. Like I said, this is going to be a close match. I don't see this being a blowout either way. So I'm going to back X Factor, but I see why you guys chose Diesel for this. Next up in this same set, 10 a.m., we got Dynasty facing Infamous. Dynasty, as always, they're going to be the big favorites. Minus 435 on their line. Infamous is plus 251. Do I just put it down for you, Fitzy?
Go ahead. But this is your big bet one. I think this is that Mercy one. I think they Mercy him too.
Oh, you're doing it? You're doing the over too?
I think they Mercy him too.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, get that off there. Dynasty. Infamous going 0-2 first day.
Yeah, no, I tend to agree with Jordan. You can't sleep on Dynasty. I think Dynasty as a whole, they're looking pretty good. A lot of their guys just had some experience over playing for the Nations Cup and different levels over there in Europe. Archie's coming off his Burning Man buff, so he always plays pretty well after that. He feels a little freer out there, a little more confident. So I'm gonna have to take Dynasty in this matchup. There's other spots in the event I may think they'll get a little closer, but again, Infamous, they're playing the Skeleton Squad, no pun intended. So it's just going to be, those guys are going to have to play out of their mind to kind of keep up with the other teams.
They're gonna be wild, dude. They're gonna be wild.
They're gonna have to go wild. It's gonna be a need, not a want. Moving forward, 11 a.m. Impact is playing Notorious. Same thing. Impact is favorited in this one, minus 371. Notorious is an underdog, plus 221 on their line. So you're getting about $2.20 for every dollar you put down on them. I'm gonna have to go Impact. I do think they're able to get this win done. It's one of the spots where they have to win to get that 2-0 to move forward. I do like what you guys are saying with Notorious. I think they might, keep it a little closer than people are thinking. But I think when the paintballs start flying in the air, Impact's gonna have to get it done.
Yeah, it's Impact.
Mike Arena and JC on this field is gonna be nasty.
That's true. Two very, very good attackers. I think we're all gonna take that. If we get upset, that's gonna be one of those ones. It's like, God damn it. But there's some good value there if you're looking for an upset throughout the weekend. Maybe sprinkle a couple doll hairs on Notorious, see if they're able to get it done for you.
We'll find a better one.
All right. Next up in that set, Aftershock ML Kings. Aftershock is favored at negative 271 on their odds. ML Kings are getting plus 176. Aftershock again for me. As we mentioned before, they're looking very good. A lot of their pieces are starting to click and work well together. This layout, they're not as big of a center for stuff, for their guy like A-Rod to work, but their attackers have been looking good. Hosky's I think surprised a lot of people with him coming into the Snake side. He definitely, he made some rookie mistakes, and you could see that at moments through the last couple tournaments, but he's coming up well, and he's progressing, so that's always good to see. Also, I think Corey Hall is going to be able to have a good time over on that Snake side, especially he's going to be able to get out wide and, like we said, set those traps, set stuff up for, usually I think LJ plays in front of him. He usually plays like the one over there. That's, what we're thinking going into it. It could obviously change depending on how practices go for them, but I'm taking Aftershock in this one.
Put me down for the Aftershock.
All right, Jordan is concurring with me. Fitzy, you doing the same thing?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Yeah. It's not much of a middle for A-Rod, but yeah, I think they still beat him.
Yeah, I think, and that's just, one of their weapons that did well at the last event that's kind of going to be subdued a little bit. So now the pressure is going to be on other guys to kind of make up for that. Moving on, 12 o'clock game, middle of the day, right at noon. We got X Factor. They are playing Aftermath. X Factor, this one's actually a little bit closer than you'd think maybe coming into it. X Factor is negative 154. Aftermath is plus 102. So Aftermath is essentially an even money bet. You're getting back what you put down. X Factor's got a little hook on them. Looking at this one on paper for myself here, Fitzy, why don't you go first? Because I'm a little torn here.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha. It's probably gonna be X Factor on this one. I like the way Aftermath has been playing, like you said. But I think X Factor is just gonna dig them out. I think that's definitely the must win for them on the day.
And especially if that Diesel upset does happen, you definitely don't want to go 0-2 in your first day of a tournament, so there's a little more pressure there for them to play on. I tend to agree with you. I think Aftermath is looking like a good squad, but like we said, there's going to be that motivation factor. X Factor's going to need to get it done. J-Bo, what are you thinking? Same thing, or you got differences? What's going on in your brain?
I think X Factor's got this one. I don't think it'll be easy for him, though. I think it'll be another close game.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
every
surprised
game now
if
in
it was
Pro
like overtime.
Paintball.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if this like an overtime and a little 3-2 match.
Gonna have to. Well, and with Ryan Brand, he's definitely gonna be conceding points early, giving the guys more time to play with. So they might essentially go down based off that if they have like a couple bad points off the rip, but there's always a chance they can come back. So X Factor's a deadly team. They play pretty well, so you got to keep an eye out for them. Next up in that same set at noon, we got the run back. NXL Texas is coming back. We got Dynasty versus Paintball Fit. I do notice that Kirgo is giving Paintball Fit less odds on this one. They kind of proved they could do it before. So Dynasty, negative 176. They are the favorite. Paintball Fit is plus 117. So a little bit extra, $1.10 for every dollar you put down. Now, it's not the right option, but I'm taking Fit. Love the boys. Want to see them do well. I definitely see Dynasty winning this game though. So the caveat is there, but for the pick show, yeah, fuck it. Let's make it a little spicy. I'm gonna take Fit with this one.
Yeah.
Speaking of Fitzy.
Yeah, Fit.
You taking Fit as well?
It fits the right pick. I don't know what you say. It's the wrong pick. It's the right pick. Those guys. If anybody's gonna find out how to play the middle, it's gonna be Fit. That's for sure. 100%. So
yeah, out of necessity a little bit, because a couple of their better guys play up towards that way. So yeah, they'll have to figure it out. Also, they're practicing it right now. I guarantee you, they're running points at this point in time at PB Fit in Texas, trying to figure out this layout and how they could get it done. Jordan, do you disagree? Do you think Dynasty's gonna get it done, or where's your brain at?
I think I need to use this as an opportunity to get one on both you guys. So, and that you just handed me that one.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
dude, I can't.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, like, if I have to take a loss, I'll take a loss with the boys. But I see what you're saying. I think if we're talking smart money going into it, I think I would put my bet on Dynasty, my money down. But I like Fit here, man. I may throw a little flyer on them. Not a big bet, not trying to lose money here. But if they get it done, that even money plus back would be kind of nice.
Yeah. Well.
yeah.
No rebuttal. He's disgusted. He doesn't like it.
Man, a lot went right for PB Fit when they beat Dynasty.
Marcelo wasn't even in the game.
Marcelo wasn't playing. Things were out of whack. Their rhythm was off. And PB Fit was winning breakouts. I mean, you're asking a lot. You're asking them to play perfect. But
yeah,
we'll
I mean,
see.
Dynasty,
That's painful.
they are.
We'll see.
I will say Dynasty's not as unbeatable as they looked in the past couple of years. There definitely have been teams that have had their number this season, but I mean, it's still fucking Dynasty. They have Dynasty magic going for them. They've done way too many crazy things recently to kind of count them out. I see what you're saying.
Magic,
I don't necessarily disagree, but yeah, I'm fuck it. I'm gonna ride Fit on this one. Moving forward, 145 after the lunch break, we're gonna jump back in. Moving on to the other brackets for the day. We have Hurricanes playing the Ironmen. First one to start. This one, they have it pretty close. It's essentially a pick'em game. The Canes are favored, but just slightly. It's a negative 136 on the Canes. Ironmen are negative 110. This is a spicy one for me, I feel like, because both of these teams, they looked really good coming out of the gate this year, and then stuff has started to slow down for both of them. It's who's gonna be back to that form that they looked like in Vegas.
I think Ironman. I'm taking Ironman.
You're gonna take Ironman?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they get back on track a little bit. Sense and Omar are gonna kind of steer the ship and get the team rolling.
Okay, yeah, and I mean, looking one of their other attackers, Brody Lewis, he's had a vent now to kind of make silly mistakes and get that beaten out of him. Pax is definitely going to give him an earful when he does stuff like that, but he's a great athlete. He can put it together. What are you gonna say?
The only concern I have with that is if you remember the last layout, it was easy for a newer pro in that position to just run as fast as you can, get to that 50, and go trade. So don't. I mean, maybe I'm overanalyzing it, but let's see how this kid does in a layout where it looks like you may have to think a little bit. You have to know when to attack, when not to attack, and play that cat and mouse game, and rely on communication. So this is gonna be a test for him. I don't know how many reps he's gonna get, but this isn't one of those get to the snake and crawl all the way to 50 and trade. It's not going to be one of those snakes. So
just push the gas pedal down and get there first.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
All right, I like your breakdown on that. I think I'm going to back Hurricanes on this one. It's definitely... I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think either one of these teams are going to separate themselves too far. But I think Canes are going to be able to get it done. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's some recency bias from how they look earlier in the season. But yeah, I like them coming into this one. Ironman, they've been so inconsistent. They had some good events. They've had some events where they just haven't. I mean, they went 0-4 at AC, correct?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so. They went 4-0 to 0-4.
Yeah, and that also has some motivation to it. Their coaching staff is telling them, hey, we can't have that again, guys. Dye spent a lot of money trying to make this team, a bit better in the offseason, and they want to see a return on that investment. So there's definitely some fire lit under these players' asses. But for my money, I'm going to go Hurricanes. Fitzy, how you looking at this one?
I think we're going to get one over on Mafia here. We're going to get it's going Ironman on that one.
This is the comeback. 100%. All right, so this is an important game on the day. This is either going to push me forward or bring me back down. Hey, the numbers don't lie, man. Go look at the spreadsheet. It's all documented. We got it all there. All right. Next one. Another team I have a bias against on this one, but being honest about it. Damage versus Blast Camp. They are finishing out second game in this 1:45 p.m. set. Damage is favored, -154. Blast Camp is essentially even money, so +102. I think that's a little closer than I would give it credit for. Yeah. I think Damage gets this done, especially on this layout. They like playing control ball. They like sitting in their bunkers and making you make a mistake. And I think that could work out to their advantage.
I think Rainey's going to be really good on this layout, I think.
He'll be able to joystick guys pretty well. And the other thing for him that is different, new gear sponsors. They're shooting a different paint this event. That's a little variable, but that is a variable that goes into it. Valken, I don't know many of the other pro teams that shoot them. I know they have a couple, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. So it'll be interesting to see, does that go against them? Does that work for them? It's one of those things that's kind of in the air, but I think with all that said, I am still going to go Damage on this one.
Yep, Damage for me.
Yeah, see, I'm liking what's coming out of the blast. I'm eating my shoe from like the first episode. All right.
Yeah.
I like what I'm seeing out of the camp, out of the blast camp. I'm liking all the way from the pro all the way down to the divisional stuff. I think they might figure it out. I don't. Yeah. I mean,
It's all right, man.
Yeah.
You're good over there.
Shoe. I like it.
I think the thing that's a little kind of suspect for me is just. The event that they did really well at had that power position center where it was get up there early and then move around and find places where you can poke and prod. And I think, was it Soap, correct, who was playing up there for that event? He had a great event up there, and I think that's where a lot of their points that they won kind of were started from. So I think maybe that might challenge them a little bit. He's going to have to hang back and not be able to just dive right up into those wings because like Jordan said, they'll start to get pinched out pretty early if guys get out wide. I
think they'll be crafty. I think they'll start. Their weekend's gonna start out great, but yeah, it's I like what I'm seeing.
And to their credit, this is a statement game. You come out and beat Damage in your first game of a tournament, you feel good about that moving forward. That's a good spot to win. But yeah, I think. Again, my money, I'm gonna take Damage on this one. Moving forward, 2:45 p.m. set, we have Revo versus NYX. First game of this set. Revo is favored, -189 on their odds. NYX are catching a little bit, +125 for them. Now, this is a tough one for me because NYX helped me out quite a lot in the past couple of events. I was, I grabbed them when they were underdogs a couple times. They definitely brought money back. I do know they have what is it? Is it Josh Taylor? I forget his name. I think he's coming back for this event. I know he wasn't. I think he was injured last event, or there was some reason that he wasn't able to be there. That may help them out. All their other guys, I haven't heard any like injury reports or anything like that. So I actually think I might ride with the underdog here. I might take NYX, first game of their day, kind of see how they look in this, and then maybe adjust my bets, moving down the line. But I think for this first one, I'm gonna grab NYX against Revo. But with that being said, Revo's no slouch. I don't know. When I'm looking at this on paper, NYX is standing out more to me than Revo.
No, I like the purple Revo guys. Those jerseys always look good. But no, I think Revo's gonna come out and they're gonna get out wide a lot faster.
Yeah, Benny Carroll maybe. Yeah, he's gonna get some work done.
Yep.
All right. So we got Revo, we got one NYX. How are you gonna tilt this, Jordan? Which way are you going?
Man, I could totally see NYX upsetting Revo. NYX got to do something, man. They're going to get relegated. If they don't have a good tournament here, they're in trouble. Because Uprising made moves. We haven't talked about Uprising yet. They made some moves. They bolstered their roster a bit, so they're doing what they need to do to try to save relegation, but NYX is down there. I don't think they made any moves, so they got the same team coming out. Revel, foot.
All right.
I mean, I could totally see
NYX.
I could totally see NYX winning off some like Revel making mistakes, getting penalties and majors and crap. But
well, I guess it could also go the other way. NYX has been known as a kind of notorious penalty getting team for years. It seems to happen to them a lot, whether it is deserved or not. They just do seem to pick up penalties.
They fixed that problem though. They've been doing better.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Like the confidence, but all right. Yeah, split again. This is where you guys can either come up on me or maybe I'll extend the lead a little bit. But yeah, both these boys are going Revo. I'm going to take NYX. And as Jordan just mentioned, Uprising, we're going to get to their first game of the day. It's the second game in this 2:45 p.m. set. Bears are favored. They are negative 251, while Uprising is a plus 160. So plus $1.60 back for every buck you put down on them. Oh boy, this is a tough one for me because the Bears have been so hard for me to pick this year. Times when I think they wouldn't be doing great, they did better than I thought, and times when I was starting to back them, they kind of let me down a bit. Jordan did make the point there. They brought in Nate Schroeder. They brought in some other guys to help bolster that squad a little bit.
they picked up someone else.
Fuck, dude, this is
I
such a
can't
hard
think
one
of
for
who
me.
it is. It's someone pretty good. I have to look at the group chat. They got Nate. I know they got
Uprising.
Mark, but they have somebody else as well.
Mark played the last event with them. I think that was his first, debut with the team. So this will be his second event.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't think of it,
I mean,
but let me look at the roster.
this might be a good spot to throw a little, Uprising upset bet down. I think it is
I'm
a little
taking
closer
Uprising.
than we're necessarily getting credit for. Yeah, Jordan's going to take Uprising. I don't think Bears are that much of a favorite as they are by these odds. So yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna ride with Uprising. Let's see what the boys can get done. But at the same time, this is not a heavy bet. Don't. Oh, what's up?
Sorry, they got Hobby. He used to play on Fusion way back in the day, but
Wait, they got a hobby.
I kind of grew up playing with him or against him a lot in divisional, and he's good, dude. He's good.
Okay.
So I don't know how he will be in pro. I don't think he's ever played pro, but I mean, he's got the skills. So if they use him correctly, he should be an asset at times.
You got to get thrown in the deep end at some point.
He's very athletic, so he should be pretty good.
Nice. That definitely helps. You need that, and then you need the experience side of it as well to kind of, that's how we see the better guys become. I just to finish my thought before Jordan mentioned that this is kind of a liability match. I want to go too heavy on the Bears. I want to go too heavy on Uprising. If you got some house money by this point, throw a little sprinkle down, have some fun. But yeah, I'm going Uprising. Jordan's going Uprising. Fitzy, round us out. Who are you taking?
I like the Uprising camp, but I'm going and I'm sticking with it. I'm going with it. The Bears. All right, I'm gonna get one up on you guys this time.
There you
the
go.
Bears.
There you go. Yeah,
I need to
Fitzy is
boost my
a Bears fan.
percentage.
He's got to find the spots to go against us. So, all right, he's gonna take it on this one. I don't hate that pick. This is definitely a kind of knife's edge match for me. It's gonna be who plays a more clean game, who is able to execute what they want to do better. So it will definitely be interesting. How's the KC game going? I see both of you guys looking at your phones. You guys checking scores?
Oh, sorry.
Where are we at
my
with
bad.
that?
I was checking up on a PBLI thing.
No, you're good. Do we have a score for that? Has anyone got that up?
No.
No? All right,
No.
cool. Great
I'll
talk,
have it
boys.
up.
So jumping in, next
I'll have it
match
up.
we got.
Pay attention.
What's going on? No, you guys get sleep tonight. The energy's low. Fitz, you're
Dying.
reclining in the
All
chair.
right.
You're back here.
We're back.
All right,
Let's go.
Cool. Little
Red
pit
Legion
stop. Let's get it
Ironman.
going.
Red Legion Ironman. Red
Hey,
Legion.
bring us into it.
Yeah, Red Legion is obviously favored with winning both events.
Dude,
Lake
they're on
City
fire right
plus
now.
The other one. They're killing it.
Yeah. Red Legion's odds, they are negative 435. Ironman is a plus 251 favorite. So the way you read that, every dollar you put down on Ironman, you're getting $2.50 back. I wouldn't take that though. Give me a Legion. I'm just gonna say it. They're looking very good right now. They have the confidence from winning that last event, from winning the two events in one weekend. Kind of a little bit unprecedented, but they were able to get it done. So yeah, I think it's an easy one for me. I'm gonna take Red Legion.
Yeah, I'm taking Red Legion as well. That's a pretty easy pick just to keep the percentage. Yeah, I mean J-Rap's just ripping everybody apart right now. So.
And does even Jordan agrees with that, correct?
Yeah, you have to take Red Legion there. You'd kind of be a fool to pick Ironman there.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have a lot that supports the pick. That would just be blindly betting.
Yeah, it would be. That's a gamble.
Best.
That's not sports betting. That's gambling. There's a
You're
difference.
literally gambling.
All right, second game in this set was 3:45 p.m. It is Heat versus Blast Camp. Blast Camp's playing their second game of the day. Heat is playing their first. Negative 251. Heat is favored. Blast Camp is catching plus 160. I'll be quick about this one. I'm gonna go Heat. Again, I think Blast Camp might not have a great event. Just, you know, I don't know if this layout really suits them, and being that they are a younger team of guys in the Pro League, that definitely, it helps when you have a layout that's kind of going to make you look better. Again, they play Heat strong though. They play tough games against, you know, these top teams. They don't just roll over and let them walk down them. So I don't think this is going to be a mercy or anything like that, but I do think Heat is going to get it done on the field.
Yeah. It's hard to go against the guys, but I'm gonna take Camp. Taking Camp.
Say Camp.
All right. I
right.
squeaked on that one as
We
I
got a
said
fanboy
it.
over here.
Yeah.
No. I got this inkling. I got this little tiny.
You got
inkling.
some insider trading? What you got?
No.
They on some PEDs
That's
or
the
something?
news. What's going on?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's hard to go against, you know, the boys on Heat, but I got this little feeling. It's like a little thing, you know, just in the bottom of my gut.
All right.
Well, I
Actually,
don't
send me
have
that
a
bet
feeling,
slip.
so you can go ahead and put Heat on for me.
Yeah, all right. Glad to hear that, Jordan. Yeah, no, I mean, on paper, Heat should win this game. I guess what Fitz is saying, maybe it'll be closer than we're giving it credit for, but yeah, I'm going to take Heat. Jordan's going to take Heat, and Fitz is on Blast Camp. Like I said, Fitz, send me that bet slip. I want to be able to see that one actually being placed.
Yeah.
4:45 p.m. jumping into this next set. Hurricanes has their second game versus NYX. They're also playing their second. Hurricanes are favored again in this matchup, negative 189. NYX is catching the same, plus 125 on the odds. Oh boy.
That's an NYX. That's an NYX one.
It's so
I
weird.
feel like-
This is a weird matchup.
Yep.
It's a tough matchup. It's like,
It's a tough one to pick.
yeah, because I do like the NYX pick here, and especially if they lose to Revo, this is kind of like you have to win this game for the day to go 1-1 and give yourself, you know, some points against relegation. But it kind of depends on what Kane's team shows up. If it's that Kane's team we saw earlier in the season at Vegas, they were, you know, looking damn good, and then that momentum slowed down a little bit, as we mentioned. So I think I'll lead us out first here. I'm gonna go NYX. I'm gonna back the boys again. You know, maybe if they burn me on that first Revo game, I'll be able to make a little bit of it back here. Hopefully they don't do it to me twice. But yeah, I'm gonna grab NYX for this one. Where are you leaning, Jordan? Deep thought.
That's tough, man. I mean, dude, NYX is gonna have to just. They're gonna have to send it every time. They're gonna. I mean, they don't. They literally have to win a match to even have a chance at, you know, basically not going into cup feeling like they're gonna get relegated if they don't make Sunday. So they got to do something here. Make it interesting. Let's go NYX on this one.
Okay. Switching it over to the boys.
Yeah, let's just triple up on that one.
Damn.
It's just,
all right.
honestly, NYX is a scary team to play for any of the pro teams because of the situation. I mean, they got to be thinking, you know, if we don't do well here, the season is going to be, you know, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's a wild animal backed into a corner type situation. You know, their only option is to do well and win. So, you know, gets a little more desperate.
Yep.
Teams get a little more, you know, not cocky, but I guess, you know, just reckless, because it's like, fuck, we either win or we lose and we go home. So fuck it, let's try to get this one done. So all three of us are going to take NYX. A little bit of an underdog there. Maybe a chance to get some money back, some value with Kirgo. You know, take them for all we got. Got to take it back. Next game in this set, 4:45 p.m. on the day. Damage is favored against Uprising. Damage is negative 278 on this. Uprising is plus 176. I know it's kind of not exciting to talk about not sexy, but I'm going to take damage again. I do think this is going to be a better looking Uprising to some of the things that we alluded to earlier in the conversation. But I think if damage, especially if they're, you know, getting it together versus Blast Camp, I think this game's going to be another tune-up game for them before they go into their harder matches on Saturday.
Yeah,
Fitz.
I'm thinking Uprising's going to have a good event. I know I didn't go with them the last one, but I think...
You're going to switch it up against,
it might be a
in
little
my opinion, a harder team?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
No, I think it's gonna be good.
Fitzy, I don't know what goes on in your mind at times, bro.
Me neither.
Oh, fucking perfect. We love that. Jordan, where are you going between these two?
Damage. Going damage.
Okay. Any reasoning behind that, or what are you thinking?
I mean, they're just a better team, and I think
yeah.
It's been quiet, man. I know they went through some sponsorship changes, but like the league itself, I don't know about you guys. Maybe I haven't been on social media that much, but I feel like the league's just been really quiet. You know,
yeah,
teams aren't really active on social media right now, and you don't hear too much. I don't know if everyone's just kind of grinding and playing, or maybe no one's playing. I don't really know.
Yeah, we had that long summer break, and I feel like now we're starting to kind of come out of it. The first layout weekend, everyone's it's going to be a lot of media this weekend from it. But I do tend to agree with you. It's been kind of a sleepy summer. There's been no huge roster moves. Nate came over. That was a bigger one, but I haven't seen any other like huge ground shaking moves. Yeah, I tend to agree. Damage for this one for me as well. Fitz, why don't you bring us on into this last match of the day, the 5:45 p.m. set?
All right, absolutely. We got Red Legion for minus 435 against Revo at plus 251. So, pretty easy pick on this one for me, anyway. I mean, it's pretty easy to say that Red Legion's going to just continue to dominate all the way through Friday. Be quite surprising if they didn't.
Yeah. No, I think this is and I think the odds for this one are right. Negative 435, Revo plus 251. That's how it should be. Legion wins this game way more often than they lose this game, especially with their kind of recent performance and how they've been looking. And I do know those guys have been kind of grinding quietly. A lot of those guys are kind of still playing paintball together. So that, that definitely helps. Revo's not a slouch like we've talked about, but Legion made a lot of really good teams look bad at the last tournament. So it's hard to bet against them. I'm going to get Red Legion on this one as well. Jordan, you going the same way?
No, I'll take Revo.
You take Revo? All right.
Yeah, I'll take Revo.
I like it. What are you thinking back there? What's going on?
I could just Legion every once in a while. I mean, they're rolling right now. They're cruising. But sometimes a team like Revo can just pull the upset because they're that middle of the pack, 7 through 10 team, ranked team, to where they can beat the best teams and they can lose to the worst. But you're never really surprised either way. But I could totally see this end of the day type of match, late in the day, and Revo just comes out on fire and just plays up to the level of Red Legion and sneaks out a win here. I can totally see that happening.
A little bit of a letdown spot for Legion, you're thinking. Maybe they're getting a little high on their horse and kind of let it slide.
Yeah, I mean, they played Ironman the first match. I think they're going to crush them. And then they're going to run into Revo, and Revo's going to be,
tough,
feeling like they can just have a good day, go 2-0, and beat.
Yeah,
if they beat
no, I see what you're
Legion.
saying. If they, let's, breaking that down schedule-wise, if Revo has a closer game with NYX, they'll learn more about the layout. You definitely learn more from the games where it's tight and you got to like put it all together versus the games where it's just kind of easy. You're getting, kills off the break and you're just able to storm up the field.
I just don't see. I don't see this one being a blowout. I know it's easy to say, okay, Legion, you're gonna smash this team too, but this is a funky layout. I don't, you don't have two Malloys, so you can't put them on both sides of the field. So we don't know which side's the strong side yet. and I think they're going to be kind of even on both sides for different reasons. And so I think that Rebel has a more balanced. I don't know. I mean, I could be dead wrong, but it seems Legion's going to be good. Don't get me wrong. Don't think too much into it. I feel like Rebel could upset them here, and I'll take it and chance it right here with this. I'll gamble a little bit.
Yeah, well, and I mean, plus, you know, $2.51, you're getting $2.50 to every dollar you put down. So, yeah, you could definitely get some value here. You know, when you throw the, I mean, hell, what would that be if you throw like a $25 bet down? That's you're getting almost close to, what was that, like $100 or something like that. It's getting up there when you get the return and everything. So, yeah, no, it's there's a chance to take some value here, but I think for me, I'm going to need to see Legion do bad before I think they're going to do bad, if that makes sense. It's kind of the opposite of the Diesel, you know, fallacy, where I need Diesel to show me they're going to beat a world beater team or something like that before I can start to give them more respect. And, you know, nothing about those individual players. They got good guys on that team, but, yeah.
I feel like I just said all that, and then next Friday we're going to be watching, and Malloy is going to be on their side of the field in the first 10 seconds, 4 points in a row, and then he's going to just let the like, McDarby guy get in there. And I'm like, God damn it. Could someone just shoot this guy, please? Or just wait and snake one and trade with him. Do something.
Just take him off the field, please. All right, so last game of Friday, finishing out the 5:45 p.m. set. Heat is playing their other opponent in their bracket, which are the Bears. They have this one pretty close on the odds. Heat is favored -145, but Bears are still not a plus money team. They're -105, so they're thinking this is going to be a pretty close game based on, you know, what they see on paper.
That's an interesting line. It's
It is, for sure.
For Bears versus Heat. I mean, I'm going with the Bears because I'm sticking with the Bears. Yeah.
You just like saying that.
The Bears, yeah. You know, but I'm interested I would love to know why the line is the way it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder what the odds makers are seeing, because this is, I mean, especially when no team is an underdog, a plus money underdog, they're thinking this is going to be a close match that could either go kind of one or two ways. And we see a couple more of these on Sunday, but those are teams that I think kind of are a little bit closer. So for me, I am going to take Heat on this one. I don't know. You have that feeling about the Bears. I got that feeling about Heat. They haven't had many deep runs on Sunday in recent tournaments, and I think maybe, you know, those guys, they want to put something together like that. We did talk with kind of recently on the FTS podcast. And they're definitely, you know, there was some resentment there about not getting deep into tournaments and kind of, you know, wanting to get that team back into the shape that they feel they should be. That is all emotional stuff, and, you know, it's not the X's and O's on the field, but I think I am going to take Heat on this one. Jordan, where are you going to put your money down?
I think Ronnie and Fedorov feast at this tournament.
Yeah, Air Moscow, baby.
And then you got Tyler and Chad George on the other side. It's going to be nasty, dude. And then you got
Connor Kelly.
What's his name? Chad. Yeah, he's gonna be up the middle.
Yeah, as well. Yeah. I know
Yeah.
Connor. I think Connor wasn't with them at AC. Was he? I know there was one event this year that he wasn't at. So Connor will be back for this one as well. One of those just fast young weapons, goes forward and gets joystick by whoever is two behind him.
They got Mishka too.
Yeah.
Mishka. That is a
pretty
very
good.
stacked lineup when you say it like that.
Yeah. I think Yaya's gonna rip some people apart in the middle, and I think Tyler Harmon's gonna do a lot of work on the outside. But
yeah,
you know,
but you're still picking the Bears.
I'm just picking the Bears.
Already on there. You can't take it back.
I'm just still picking the Bears.
It's all good.
Well, we are halfway through, ladies and gentlemen. So we're getting there, moving through them quite quickly tonight. There are some great matchups on this Sunday game that I am looking forward to, and I have one highlighted on the schedule, but we will get to that in a few minutes here. We got to start with the 8 a.m. match. AC Diesel's playing another early game. They're actually favored in this one versus Notorious. Notorious is plus 102, so they have that as a pretty close match again. They kind of, the odds makers think either one of these guys are going to win the game. So Diesel, they are favored, like I said, negative 154. Fitz, I want to hear your thoughts on this one first.
Really?
I do.
I think Notorious drinks their coffee early, and I think they beat Diesel.
Yeah? All right. I like that. That's a bold move.
It's a big, bold move because I'm thinking about Mouse and Spica on the outside, like J-Bo said. And I've forgotten about two snakes this time.
Yep, the Snake Rito and the Snake.
Yeah, so, but I think Notorious wins that one. It'll be close.
Yeah, I mean...
It'll be really close.
I think kind of going against that, this is one of the matches that on paper, Diesel, looking at their schedule coming into the tournament, this is a must-win. You've got harder teams in your bracket that you're going to be fighting against. So if you can get a win here, that's going to help, give you season points, get you a little higher up in the rankings for this event. I feel bad giving discredit to Notorious because I think they are going to look better at this event. Layout's a little more structured towards them. I'm still gonna have to go Diesel if we're doing the picks pre-event and we haven't seen anything yet. But that could potentially change if they come out Friday and they look like a really good team. They're putting it all together. I may want to switch this over to Notorious, but we don't get to do that. We have to make the picks right now. So I think with the information I have, I'm gonna go Diesel on this matchup. So don't prove me wrong, boys. Come on, please, just win one. Jordan.
AC Diesel.
Diesel as well. Fitz is sweating over there.
I didn't expect that.
a little
bit.
Starting to go. All right, so for this one, I already know who Fitz is going to be picking, so I'll just put that down for you real quick. This is his true homer. It's the other 8 o'clock match on Saturday. It is infamous negative 117. They are they are the underdog in this at a negative 117. ML Kings are favorited at a negative 129. Very close, essentially a pick'em game. They have given both the teams kind of those right around the even money odds. Yeah, man, I don't know. This is a difficult one when you look at it on paper. I may have to agree with Fitzy and go infamous, but I could very well see ML Kings winning this match as well. Very, very close game. One of those ones that are definitely kind of more hard to pick. I'm going to lock it in. I'm going to go infamous. I'll ride with Fitzy on this one. That way we can have one that's, the same on the weekend. Jordan, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one.
I think infamous, they're a day 2 team. They've always been that way. And I think they make adjustments, come out and play better teamwork. Infamous is probably going to play, if I had to guess, more of a slow kind of trap game where they're just a lot of counter punching. I don't think they're going to, based on their personnel, they're not going to have a lot of like forceful aggressive attacks. It's going to be, hey, how can we lure teams in and then counter punch them and then close out with the up body. I think that's how they're going to try to play it. It might work on this field.
It might work, and especially a team like Kings. Kings love going forward. They love holding that W key and getting right in your face.
Sometimes it can hurt. Sometimes it can hurt because you went too fast, too early, and good teams kind of set the traps up. So it could be one of those fields.
Yeah, no, I like your breakdown there. I do think it's right. Like I said, though, I think they have this priced pretty well. I think, Kings could definitely still win this match with what we said, especially Infamous having not as many guys. They're playing another day. Most guys in the Pro League, they're in great shape and they can do that, but if someone gets hurt or something like that, those are the things that can start to happen when you have a pretty small roster. So yeah, we're going Infamous across the board on this show. Moving in, next game. Fitzy, why don't you bring this one in? Why don't you do the 9 a.m. set?
9 a.m. Got your breakfast in you. You got maybe like some donuts in you. So then you got Impact and Aftermath. Impact, obviously the favorite. 251 minus 251 to the Aftermath plus 160. So... yeah, I mean, you're picking. It's gonna be an easy pick on this one, honestly. It's Impact.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt out there. Yeah, it's just.
I gotta go Impact as well. The Urena, Dalton. I mean, they have two great attackers to play both sides of the tape. When you throw Trevor and Nick Laval in as well, they're going to be very good at kind of getting that back together. Getting everyone on the same page. And then JC, he's there too. Just another amazing, fantastic move forward and be smart about it guy. And shit, I haven't even mentioned Brandon Cornell yet. Another one of those guys who's very, he's able to move forward when he has to. He's able to kind of rein it in when he has to as well. I like Impact in this one as well. No disrespect to Aftermath, because I think they have been looking better this season, but this is a hard matchup to play for your first game on a Saturday. I have a feeling you're going the same way, Jordan.
Yeah, put me down for an Impact. Aftermath's a tough team, but I just, man, they got a tough bracket.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, they got a tough bracket.
Yeah, a couple of these brackets are pretty difficult to get out of.
They're all kind of tough now. All the teams are good.
Yeah,
Late
no
in the
easy
season.
games in the Pro Division. This is bracket C, which is X Factor, Impact, Aftermath, Diesel, and Notorious.
Yeah. I was like, why does it seem
That's
so
rough as
difficult?
hell. So yeah, I mean, on the flip side of the coin, like we mentioned before, you know, this is one of the spots where Aftermath, you know, you got to live up to this game. You got to come out and play strong. But I just think Impact is gonna choke them out. You know, they're gonna get the submission on them. All right, Fitz, keep it going, brother. You did a great job with that last one.
Keep it going. We got Aftershock and PB Fit. Even money on this one. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Got them real close.
Negative 136 for Aftershock. They are the favorite. Fit is the underdog, but not even catching plus money. Negative 110.
I don't agree that it's going to be close. I think Aftershock blows them out of the water. I think.
Okay.
I think by you know, the second day they're all going to figure it out, or they figured it out a long time before that. But like, you know, they figured out that field, and yeah, I think Aftershock wins that one by a lot.
Damn. All right. It sucks. It hurts to do. I'm gonna have to take Aftershock as well. Coming into the event, they are just looking better. They had some great performances recently, and I think this layout may cater to them a little bit. I know I picked Fit against Dynasty, so I should be picking Fit here, but I think trying to keep my record intact a little bit, I'm gonna have to go Shock on this one as well. J-Bo, where are you putting your money down?
I think this one's tougher than you think. But I don't know if PB Fit, Aftershocks, if they play their main line that they got and they're in rhythm, they're in sync, they're connected, they're gonna be a tough team again. So I think Aftershock. Let's put me down for that.
Aftershock as well. Yeah, I think coming into it on paper, that's how it should be. But again, let's say PB Fit does go 2-0 on that first day. They put Dynasty away. Maybe they figured it out. Maybe I'll change my bet a little bit here as we get into the weekend. But for the purposes of this show, we got to make the pick right now. I'm gonna have to go Aftershock as we're looking into it. Next set on Saturday, 10 a.m. We got X Factor versus Notorious. One of the bigger favorites of the day is X Factor at negative 323. Notorious is catching almost 2-1, so plus 196. I mean, I'm gonna have to ride with X Factor, just how I've been kind of feeling about them coming into this weekend, which does suck because that means essentially I'm picking Notorious to go 0-4, which I don't feel good about. I feel like they may squeak a win out in one of these games, but I don't know which one it's gonna be. And when you're looking at the schedule, I'd rather back some of their opponents. So I'm gonna go with X Factor again on this one. Let's go, Jordan. I want to hear your thoughts before Fitz given.
Man, I feel like Notorious, they play X Factor a lot, don't they?
I feel like they have.
These teams are very familiar with each other.
I mean, you got the X Factor has two great attackers. They've got Axel, they've got Billy. Guys that could pick up those things.
Right.
So
yeah, Axel might be good here on this tournament. Yeah, let's go X Factor.
Yeah, he's gonna go X Factor. I think you're right on that one. It's
Meter's due to have a good tournament too. He's kind of been quiet this year.
Yeah, Meter, Fuzzy in the back line, trying to connect it for those two guys up front. I'm gonna have to ride X Factor. Fitz.
X Factor. Yeah, I think they hit the golden button on that one, and we'll be good on that.
The golden buzzer.
Button.
Yeah,
He said the X Factor when he was talking to
Oh. I got you. A little America's Got Talent type.
Exactly.
So, all right. The golden buzzer.
We'll go with that, and I think X Factor pulls that one out for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and I think their line is pretty accurate here. I think on paper they're definitely a lot more favored than Notorious. I don't know if there's really an argument to maybe back Notorious here looking for value, just because I don't see it coming into this event. The other game in this 10 o'clock set, we have Dynasty versus ML Kings. The odds are the exact same, so Dynasty is favored negative 323. ML Kings are catching plus 196. I'm just going to make it simple. I'm just going to go Dynasty. They should win this game. If they don't, it would be a big upset, and they don't lose a lot of upsets. So I mean, I'm gonna have to go Dynasty. Just make it quick.
Dynasty.
Dynasty as well.
Yeah.
Jumping on the train, Fitz.
Yeah, I'll jump on that train for that one.
All right, a little Dynasty magic. Moving on, we'll make that one short and quick. 11 o'clock Saturday, Aftermath, negative 136. They are playing AC Diesel. Both of these teams last game of the tournament. As I mentioned there, negative 136. Aftermath is favored in this. AC Diesel is the underdog, but same thing. Close match. Odds makers think it's going to be close on paper. Oh God, I don't like picking this one.
This should be
Yeah,
closer.
I think I have Aftermath 0-3 at this point.
Oh,
So that would
yeah.
put them at 0-4 for the tournament. But Diesel will be sitting at 2-1, so they're looking at get the dub, go on to Sunday, or lose and be a 2-2 team like they've been all year, and maybe make the cut.
I like that. So
Yeah.
Aftermath. I'm gonna go with Aftermath.
Okay.
Dude,
You just don't want to
Aftermath's
see Aftermath
dangerous.
get the 0-3.
Aftermath's dangerous in this one.
Yeah. Especially if like we said is kind of right, they are an 0-3 coming into this. Dude, it's always hard to play a team that's like that because it's just no fucks given. We can't lose any more than we've already lost. So let's go out there and throw some haymakers. I'm gonna back Aftermath as well on this one. Again, goes back to my philosophy. Diesel, got to show me something before I believe in you. And call me biased, call me whatever you want, but that's how I'm looking at it. J-Bo, what are you locking in?
I'm going Diesel. I was using
Diesel?
reverse psychology on you guys, so you both pick Aftermath, and then I can go Diesel.
Nice. Well, there you go.
Well played, right?
Like
Yeah.
it. I like
No,
it.
it could be good. Yeah, I mean,
Diesel
I
might
can see
show.
Diesel winning this. I could see Aftermath winning this. It's just one of those games, It's a paintball match. Who's got better paint in the middle of the day?
I think humid weather.
Yeah, next game in this set, we got PB Fit versus Infamous. Another pretty close game by the odds. PB Fit is favored. They are negative 145, where Infamous is essentially even money, negative 105, so really close to that line. I'm just gonna take Fit. Come on, boys. I chose against you to start the day. Please don't hate me too much, but come back, get a dub here. And I feel like I know which way Fitzy's gonna go.
They're gonna squeak it out.
It's gonna be a close one.
It's gonna be close.
Overtime win for Infamous.
4-0.
4-0.
God damn it, brother.
Damn.
All right, do not listen to Fitzy's pick when it comes to Infamous matches.
I'm
Jordan, give
going-
us some logic and reason.
PB Fit. I think that's going to be a really slow game, low scoring. Both teams don't really like to attack, so it's going to come down to a couple slow points, 4-on-4, maybe even 5-on-5 out, that back center is going to be hard to live in, so our boy Colt, you're going to have to get out of the back center there on this one, and I think he will, so it should be a slow game, and I think PB Fit squeaks it out.
Yeah, shout out to Colt too. I think he's down about 35 pounds already on the season. So
Killing it.
He
hell yeah, man. That's-
he joined our fantasy football league this year. We've been running for like 5 years now.
Nice.
Keith Brown bounced out and Cole jumped in, so this should be fun.
Awesome. And I mean, as
Somebody
as a
let
guy-
Colt know that I found his 35 pounds. If he wants it back, he can have it.
he just gave it to Fitz. Yeah, Fitz been piling it on. I mean, Jordan, as a guy who, when you were really starting your career coming up the divisional side, you had some more extra pounds than when you got into the pro side. How much of a difference does that make if you're able to shed that weight off?
Well, paintball is mental, so boosting your confidence and making you feel like you can do more on the field, that alone, it makes you a better player. But then also just being faster and more agile and athletic, I mean, that's a huge boost, especially to play at that level. You got to be able to do everything.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and yeah, we've already seen him, have no fear to dive in the snake and crawl down there as he is already. So every pound he takes off just makes that easier.
That was awesome.
I respect his play, man. That kid's he's good, and he's really young, so he just keeps going and keeps getting in better shape. He's gonna just be a monster.
That's right. Talk your shit, Colt. We're rooting for you, bro. All right. Noon game. This is my set of the weekend. I'm not missing this one. I'm getting locked in for this. I think these are going to be two great matches, and I am excited to watch them. We'll start out with the first one in this. We got X Factor versus Impact. same odds. This is a pick'em. The sportsbook does not know who is going to win. It is negative 122 for both teams, so a little bit under even money. Oh boy. The way we've been talking so far, I think Impact is going to get this one done. But the problem comes with they're very even teams. These are teams who are both at the top of the bracket, who are both very good paintball teams. I'm gonna have to go Impact. You know, I hope the guys get it done, but I can very easily see X Factor winning this, you know, just the same.
I don't think it's a contest. I think Impact puts a little beating on X Factor.
Okay.
A
little bit of confidence there.
Good at this tournament. Nick Laval's gonna be good in the middle, and they got JC and they got Mike. I think they're gonna be really good. And they still they got Tyler. Tyler's gonna get in the mix. I know he will.
Yeah, no, Tyler's a young little missile himself. He's able to make some stuff happen. He's been looking like his progression has definitely come further. Not further. He's just been progressing very fast, being with that line of guys and getting all those practice reps in with them. So yeah, hopefully we see good things from the kid this week. Fitz, where are you going on this one?
Landing on Impact.
Landing on Impact. Yep. Okay.
Smart man.
Yeah, so we're gonna take Impact across the board. I will say, don't let that confidence fool you, because like I said, I could see X Factor winning this, but I think, you know, when we're looking at it right now, Impact is definitely, you know, my favorite coming into it. And the other game on this set, we got a run back. This is going to be Dynasty and Aftershock, same exact odds, negative 122 for both teams. Yeah, this is the semifinals all over again. You know, the Dynasty got a little resentment sitting in them. Maybe they circled this one on their calendar a little bit. I'm not fully sure. I did take Aftershock in that semifinals match, and they definitely won me some money because they were underdog odds. I'm going to take Aftershock again.
Yeah, I'm going to take Aftershock on this one.
Yep.
All right. Aftershock across the board as well.
Husky's going to do it again.
Ooh,
oh, damn. That scares me now. Yeah, the clean sweep Aftershock scares me, because that's when Dynasty has their Dynasty magic.
We might all be stupid.
I think we might, but you know what? Fuck it. This is going to be an amazing set. No matter what happens, this is going to be an entertaining, you know, couple paintball matches back to back. Maddie's going to be in the booth losing his mind, and I can't wait to see it. And right after that, we go into the lunch break. So our next set is up at 1:45 p.m. It is Iron Man starting the afternoon games, a negative 154. NYX is an underdog as well in this one, but very close, plus 102. So essentially even money. Jordan, where are you going first? I want to hear your thoughts on this one first, because this is an interesting one.
This is a scary game for Ironman. Really depends on how the first day goes, but I'm going NYX.
Yeah,
that's scary,
damn.
man.
All right.
I'm going NYX with the upset.
No, I think you're totally right. This is a scary game. This is one of those ones that Ironman, you know, coming in, they know this should be a point where you get a win back.
So Ironman, because they're so unpredictable, they can fall flat on their face against NYX and no one will be surprised. But then they could also handle business and smash the team. No one really knows what they are yet.
Yeah, no, they're a wild card for sure. You never know which version of them is going to show up to the tournament that day.
But just NYX has nothing to lose.
Yeah, Fitzy, where are you going, buddy?
I'm landing on the Ironman on that one.
On the Ironman, you split it up?
That makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that. You know, plus money, NYX. I've already put some money on them already this event, so you know what? I'm gonna ride the hand. If the hand that feeds me bites me, it is what it is. But I'm gonna go NYX on this one as well. So we got a little 2-1 split there. You know, me and Jordan are gonna get a point back there against Fitz on our overall record.
All of his infamous picks.
Yeah.
We're getting one back on him.
and Fitz wondered why he had a bad record at the last event, but you know, it's okay, buddy.
It was fine. Everything was fine.
Everything was fine. Well, hey, here's another homer team for you. We got Blast Camp versus Uprising to finish out this 145 set. Blast Camp is favored in this matchup, negative 129 against Uprising, who is a negative 117 underdog, so still not plus money. On paper, the odds makers think this one is going to be close. I'm gonna take Uprising here. You know, if they look good on that first day, I definitely see them taking this win. You know, Blast Camp definitely have earned some respect this year. They're not a shabby paintball team, but I think this is one of those spots where Uprising's looking at their bracket. Who else do they got in that? Let's see. It's Heat, Damage, Bears, Blast Camp, Uprising. If you're Uprising, this is the one you have to win to get yourself some season points and stay out of regulation or relegation territory. So I'm going to take Uprising for those factors, but that's interesting. I want to see where Fitzy goes with this one because I have a feeling I already know.
No, you don't, because I'm going to go with Uprising on this one.
All right. Changed his mind.
Yeah, no, I think, I mean, I like the Uprising camp. I think it's cool. If they, yeah, I think they upset them. I don't think it's gonna be close. Might be like a 2 or 3 point spread, but.
Damn. Okay, so you think Uprising's gonna make a statement with this game?
Yeah.
You think they're gonna come out? All right. Which is very interesting of how you pick Blast Camp on the first day, but it's okay. You know, every game is a new game.
Every game's different.
Jordan, where are you going on this matchup? The deep thought.
Yeah, man, this is gonna be a close one. There's two pretty evenly matched teams. I think Blast Camp got the best Uprising at the last tournament, if I remember correctly.
I believe you're right. I don't have it in front of me. Actually,
I think
can't
it was
pull
like
it
6-5 or something, or like it was some ridiculous amount of points. I think 6-5 or 7-6 or something. I remember watching it.
Okay.
You pulling it up?
Yeah, so I don't have the score, but Blast Camp did end up winning that game.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, let's get a little revenge. Let's put Uprising on there. You know, they're fighting relegation too, so they're gonna bring everything they got.
Yeah. No,
and
I mean, it'll be interesting to see how their new pickups help.
Well, I like the little DBS line that they got going again. You know, Nate and Alex together again. That's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah. No, I think Uprising is going to be kind of a wild card coming into this one. You know, just kind of seeing how those boys are able to put it together. I know they've been practicing. They've had a couple practices they've done together, so they're not one of the teams. Yeah, they're not one of the teams who are kind of sitting back right now. So that's always a good sign. You love to see that coming into an event. But yeah, so we're going all three Uprising on this one across the board. Fitzy surprised me with that. Because actually, if I look at my sheet from last event, you were the only person who took Blast Camp to beat Uprising in the last event, Fitz. So, changing your mind? You want to lock that in? You sure?
Yeah. No, I like it. All
right. Next game of the day. Fitz, why don't you bring this one in, the 245 set?
All right, cool. We got Hurricanes versus Revo. 122 across the board. Another even one. Another even matchup on that. They don't really know who's going to win this one. Neither do I. So I'm right there with that. Yeah, you know, I'll go with the Purple Parrots on this one. We're going to go with them.
Purple People Eaters.
Yeah.
It's always a tongue twister.
Legends of the Hidden Temple, dude. I think you're too young for that one.
That's an old reference.
It's Purple Parrots. We'll go with that one. They need to make that jersey now. It's a requirement.
Okay,
so.
Yeah. That would be a great throwback, the Legends of the Hidden Temple jersey. Wow, yeah, this one is definitely one of those hard ones to pick either way. For the gamblers out there, if you are putting money down on Kirgo, I'm gonna wait to bet on this game until we see how Friday goes and we see kind of how these teams are looking. I think when we're looking at it right now, I'm gonna agree with Fitz on the Revo, but that could be some recency bias because Hurricanes did not look great at their last couple events. They definitely, word of the warning, they could come out and win this game, but I think for the sake of the show, I'm gonna grab Revo. Jordan.
It's an opportunity. I'm taking the Hurricanes.
All right, trying to stab us in the back on this one. Again, I very much, I don't hate that pick either. Fuck, either two of these teams could win this game. Very close game on paper. So yeah, it'll be interesting one to watch for sure. All right, Fitz, other game in this set?
Yeah, other game in this set, we got Damage versus Bears. So.
There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna ride the train, dude. Ride the train, Bears. I'm gonna wear. You know what? What if I just cut this mustache and wear really cool Ray-Bans in the stands? We'll just do Bears the whole time.
Bears just get a sign, hold it up. Just
yeah, so we'll just do
looking
that.
like a fan. All right, so
Yeah.
Fitz may go 0-8 on his homer picks this weekend, so that's going to be interesting.
can't
I'm
wait.
going damage on this one, especially based on the odds, negative 154, Bears plus 102. I like damage here. I'm going to put
that's a good one.
decent little chunk of change down on that one. Hopefully get in before the odds change. Jordan, I'm guessing, are you kind of going the same way, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think damage get this one. I think Bears, they're scrappy. They're going to be tough, but I don't know. Damage, this might be a good field for them. I think they could go
Bears
4-0.
Bears are a team you don't want to sleep on for sure. I mean, they can
No.
take matches
But
like you
damage
said earlier with
isn't
the
enough to sleep. They don't sleep.
yeah. But I was gonna say, like you said earlier, with the 7th to 10th place teams, like they're right in that pack too, where they could win against higher ranked teams. They could also, lose against lower ranked teams. It's just kind of what version of them show up on that day. But I think for this one, yeah, damage. They're looking to go 4-0 in this event. They got to win this one to keep that going. Next set of the day, 3:45 p.m. We have, I think this is the highest odds all weekend for a favorite. Red Legion minus 556 versus NYX plus 293. Yes, I'm going to take Red Legion, but wow, there's almost a 3-1 on NYX. I don't know. Maybe that's a trap, maybe not, but that's wow. That just seems like a lot of value to be given NYX on this
That's
game.
like taking Western Kentucky against Alabama in week 1.
Plus 32 points, but then Alabama
Dude,
scores
they still
67 or
gave
some
them,
shit.
like 32 points, and it didn't matter. They scored 63.
Now
Did
listen.
Western Kentucky score a single point? I don't think they did.
Absolutely not. I don't think I saw them gain more than 40 yards in a drive.
Oh shit! Yeah, just getting steamrolled.
It was
Just
pure
saying,
domination, dude.
Appalachian State did beat Michigan. All right, so it's there.
The
It's
bad
a
beat,
really big
bad beat.
scar right here,
Yeah, you're holding on to that one, it seems.
but it's not gonna happen this time. So
Now the over/under on this game, that would be interesting. I'd want to see what the total points over/under would be, because this
Yeah.
game could go a bunch of points.
I'm not fully sure if they're listing over-unders. I didn't see them on the
Yeah.
site. That may be something that they're still computing and they'll get up, in a day or two. But at the current time of recording, those haven't been listed. So, yeah, I kind of like what you're saying there. This could be a scrappy back and forth.
Be a
Just
bunch of points.
dudes running at each other, just fucking running the score up.
And Legion loves it, so, it could be fun.
if it's
Yeah.
like, if it's
Except for
like Vegas,
J-Rab, he
where-
never seems too excited about playing a bunch of points.
No.
He's like, what? We got to play more than 6? Not happy.
Mercy teams get off the field. What were we going to say, Fizzy?
If it's like Vegas, where they had the one where it's like, they just had to win 1 point on the point or the over/under. Yeah, just take take that one.
Yeah.
Win 1 point. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah.
spread.
Yeah, the spread. Just
Yeah,
take the spread.
Honestly, I think they got so shell-shocked in Vegas by spreads that I think they have not
They
put
got
any
rid of
up
them?
for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I haven't
Hey,
seen
we
them
lost
since.
a lot of money here.
Yeah, so I will say, to Kirgo's credit, these odds have tightened up compared to what they were earlier on in the season. I feel like they're getting some stuff more in line. They're getting more data on the matches. They're able to, put that in analytics and all the good stuff that sports books use.
Vegas was fun.
So yeah, Vegas was fun. That was a great tournament to watch. There's a lot to bet on, and there was a lot of plus money bets. Those are starting to go away though. So yeah, we gotta get our money early before they figure out what they're doing over there completely. The other game in this set, we're gonna move forward to that. We got Heat minus 251. They are playing Uprising plus 160, so just about 150 for every dollar you put down. Going off how I've been talking about them, I am gonna have to go Heat. This might be a good layout for Air Moscow. Shout out Fetty. And yeah, I think they're gonna put this one together. I don't know. I think the odds are a little close here because I don't see Uprising winning this one as much of the time. But again, that's coming into the event. Maybe they show up at the event and they have a great event. But I'm feeling decently confident with the Heat pick on this game.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
easy pick on the
he's
Heat.
definitely
Yeah.
probably taking this one, but I think Uprising puts up a fight. I don't think it's a blowout.
Yeah, and I think that's what I was saying. Like, it's, kind of a weird spot, you know, especially we're getting towards the end of the tournament too. If Uprising already knows their fate, maybe just start doing random shit, and sometimes that works. It really truly does. All right, well, moving forward then, because it seems we are all in concurrence, we're going to take heat on that game. 4:45 p.m. set, second to last set of the prelims. We have Revo versus Ironman. It's another one of the same odd games, so negative 122 for each team across the board. I'm going to have to go Revo. Yeah, I guess I am going to have to go Revo.
Yeah,
What?
why?
Because I feel like we've given Revo credit for harder matches in this bracket. I don't know. Iron Man is so confusing, bro. It's
Didn't
so
they match
hard
up in
to
AC?
speak against
Or
them.
they matched up
let me
in,
double check.
playoffs for Texas is where they matched up, I think.
Okay. Yes, that's true. They played in AC, but not for that tournament.
Right.
And I think Revo got it done
I
there,
think Revo
correct?
got the best of them there. Yeah. I think Revo got him.
And that was a layout that Iron Man was looking, pretty decent on. They made Sunday. I gotta go Revo. God, Iron Man, they're gonna be the wild card. They're gonna fuck me. I can already see, but I'm gonna pick Revo. Jordan, since you're talking, what are you thinking?
No, I'm going Iron Man on this one. It's gonna be. I have a feeling though Revo. They're always prone to getting penalties, man. There's a couple players, I'm not going to name names, but they just find ways to screw them over sometimes.
Yeah, you got to clean that up if you want to win Pro Paintball matches.
I feel like it's going to happen on this one. But honestly, you could say the same about Ironman. There's a couple guys on that team. I'm not going to name names, but they're liabilities at times.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
So
right,
this
Fitz,
could
I'm
be
interested.
fun.
I'm interested to see where you go, because me and Jordan are split. I got Revo, he's got Iron Man. Where are you leaning?
I'm landing with Jordan on that one. It's Iron Man. That's gonna be that's the one that's gonna mess you up, Maf.
Yeah, I like
the
it.
one?
I like it.
As opposed to the 8 matches you took
Yeah,
Infamous
get
and
fucked.
Bears? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, get
I'll take
fucked on that
one.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'll take it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take Revo going into that. Second game of that set, we got Bears versus Blast Camp. Where does Fitz go on this? This is two of his favorite teams, so this is gonna be impossible. He's got to pick between
both.
his favorite
He's picking
teams.
both.
Yeah, he's gonna put money on both, so that way he wins either way. But no, Bears negative 154 as the favorite. Blast Camp is even money, so plus 102, essentially plus 100. God damn, this is another one of these hard matchups, because I feel like the Bears are always one of these scrappy teams. I'm gonna take the Bears. They are favorited, and I think I'm gonna have to ride with that. But Blast Camp could win this. I'm not gonna say they have no chance, because they definitely could. So yeah, this is a scary one. This is one of those ones I don't know if I'd necessarily put money on, because I don't feel too confident either way. But I think for the sake of the show, I am gonna take the Bears. Fitz, I really want to hear your thought process right now. What's going through your head?
So I've got the Bears already going into Sunday at 3-1 right now. Blast Camp, this is going to be a must-win for them to make them 3-1. I think the way I picked it.
Okay.
So
Blast Camp, based off that logic,
I think we're gonna go with Soap and Unger and all those boys in the Blast Camp, and I will continue to eat my shoe from the beginning of the year. So.
All right, man. Okay. Yeah, he had the feeling, he lost the feeling, and the feeling is back, going with Blast Camp. Jordan, where's your bet going to be on this match?
I'm taking the Bears on this one, but
Bears
not
as well.
super excited about it. It's just I could see it being like a little 5-2, 5-3, just kind of even match, and then one team gets up at the end, and that's it.
Yeah, no, definitely. This is a scary match. This is one that I don't
wouldn't
know
want to put
going
money on
into.
it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to put money on it.
It's very sketchy. I mean, if you're a homer like Fitz, yeah, fuck it, ride for your team. But
Well, he's playing with house
be
money
smart
at
out
this
there.
point, so you can just throw it at whatever.
Yeah, no, hopefully. But yeah, no, there's definitely, you know, hey, be smart out there, guys. Gamble responsibly. There's better spots in the lineup to take your picks. And let's go into the last set of the day. Fitz, why don't you do this one? You bring us on home,
All
brother.
right. Yeah, let's do this. We got Red Legion, obviously the favorites against over the Hurricanes. Minus 251 versus Hurricanes plus 160. This is the upset game. Hurricanes squeak by and win this one.
Ooh.
All right, I
Squeak
saw. Okay, so Fitzy's gonna go the upset. I'll
As
just
long
make it
as-
quick. I'm gonna go Legion. I think they go 4-0. I think you guys do have a valid point that they may drop one of those and go 3-1, but it's hard for me to sit here and tell you not to bet or to bet against Red Legion. They've looked great. Hopefully that tradition, you know, that continues for them. So I'm going the Red Legion. J-Bo, what are you looking at?
Red Legion, man. I can't pick Hurricanes here. The Red Legion is the best team in the world. They won back-to-back tournaments. It's a tall ask out of the Hurricanes, but you know, a couple of their front players. I think the kid from Germany and then Seabright. I mean, they could be pretty good on this field. Really, Legion might want to end this just 6-0 and just get done with the day.
Yeah, not try to throw McDarby in the second line out there. Just kind of keep the foot on the gas, finish it up, and go on home so they can get ready for the next one.
That's
I
right.
like what you're thinking there. And I think, Fitz, last game of the day, bring us on home. I like this one. I think it's going to be a fun matchup to end the tournament, or to end the prelims.
I'm definitely watching this one in Chicago. It's Heat versus Damage, 122s across the board, or minus 122s across the board. This is going to be Saturday night is always one of the best sets to watch. It's always fun to watch. I don't know why it is, especially
Shout out to the schedule maker. Jason usually puts a kind of good set in that last one.
It's something about it. And,
This is kind of like paintball's prime time.
Yeah.
The 5:45 Saturday night game. It'll have to compete against college football this time, but I think my eyes are going to be on this set. Yeah, so it's where are you going, Fitzy? I want to hear first thought on this.
I first thought is exactly what you guys have been saying all night, where Damage is going to be very crafty and very good. But I'm going to stick with the boys on the Heat. I'm going to stick with them. We're going to go Yaya and Ronnie and Tyler, you know, chewing some stuff up. So
Chewing some bubble gum. I like that.
we're going to do
Came here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and they're all out of bubble gum.
Yeah, they ate it all.
Dude, this is such a hard one for me. Either of these two teams could win this game. You know, just kind of depends on who gets the penalties to go for them, who has the paint break when they actually shoot someone, all those little variables that go into paintball. I am going to have to back Damage. I know I've been backing Heat most of the tournament, and I think Heat is going to do good in this tournament. I just feel like Damage is they got the pressure on them right now. They have to come out and, you know, show that they're a good team here at this tournament. You know, it's one of those things. I don't love this pick, but yeah, I'm going Damage.
Houston Heat.
Houston Heat. All right, we're splitting it up.
4-0. 4-0 prelims. Damage.
4-0 on Houston
3-1.
Heat. And that is the crazy thing with this bracket. This is bracket B again. Heat, Damage, Bears, Blast Camp, and Uprising. Heat and Damage, one of the two can't go 4-0. You know, they gotta play each other at some point. So, yeah, no, I think you guys are 100% right with that pick, and I think my pick could also be 100% right. This is such a tough one. Definitely a game to tune in for. Gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be fun to watch the guys, you know, get into the action over there. But yeah, that's how we end the tournament prelims. And as you guys know, we don't pick finals over here because we don't know who's gonna be in finals yet. That'll happen on Sunday. But make sure if you're watching all the matches and you're getting all your bets in, Kirgo is pretty good about having the odds for Sunday up decently quick. So you know, after the event's over, give it an hour or so, and yeah, you'll be able to start getting your picks in for Sunday as well. Guys, that's it. That's 40 paintball matches that we made picks for. I always love doing this. I think this is a blast of a time. And what, Jordan?
I don't want to be last. I don't want to be last. I gotta beat all you guys.
Trust me,
get on.
Fitzy has made himself last with some of his picks tonight. I feel like he went homer bets, and I did a couple. I'm admit it. You know, I went a couple homer picks, but yeah, Fitzy's he's polarizing. He's either gonna be first or third. That's how this tournament's gonna go. He's either gonna have them all right or all wrong. It seems.
Just call me Ricky Bobby. I'm first or last, baby. That's all I do.
So far,
Win it or win it.
Yeah. I ride with cougars in the car all the time. We're good to go.
Man lives dangerously. He loves it. But yeah, so that's all of our picks. If you need any more information about one, scroll back on through the timeline, and yeah, you can hear us discuss and break it down a little bit more. Guys, that's gonna do it for us here. I'm definitely excited to track all this through the weekend. This will be my first weekend out in Texas. This is the last show I am recording in this room. After this, I will break down my whole entire setup and get it into a U-Haul and drive 24 hours and then set it all back up again. So it's stuff's starting to happen. Definitely appreciate everyone for tuning in and listening into our picks. Love doing this show. It's always a blast of a time. One more time, if you want to get in on the action, as we've mentioned all night, head over to Kirgo.com, throw that VPN on, and you'll be able to get into the site. If you don't have an account, make sure you register and sign up with code FTS. You're going to save yourself. You're going to get some cashback offer, I guess. You're not saving money, but if you lose, you are saving money because it's going to come back to your account and not go straight to them. So that's always good. Gives you a chance to, maybe make some more picks on Saturday if Friday doesn't exactly go your way. But yeah, guys, we're all fighting to keep our percentages up high. We got that season total overall. It's going pretty good. I'm very excited for after World Cup to see myself and Fitzy's whole year season in review. We're gonna have to do, I don't know, something. We're gonna have to get like some crown or something for the winner, or some small trophy that we'll pass back and forth to whoever does the best each season.
I like trophies.
Are you guys going to World Cup?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I hope to be. It's on the list, so yeah, hopefully definitely we'll make it out there. It's one of those things I'm gonna have to play it by ear a little bit, but yeah, man, so I'm getting excited. Chicago is almost here. Paintball is almost back. It's been a long off season waiting for it to come back. But yeah, so without further ado, I got to remind you guys of just a couple more things before we can jump on out of here. If you're listening, whatever podcast platform or YouTube you're listening on, drop a 5-star rating on the Apple Podcast and Spotify site. If you're listening on YouTube, just drop a quick little like. Helps promote the show, get it out for more people, so more people can use our information, make some more educated bets for themselves. And then we also ask, just subscribe on those platforms as well. It's going to give you a notification when the show is live and ready to go, so it's nice and easy to stay up to date with us over here at From the Sidelines. We also have the patreon.com/MafiaProductions. That's where you're going to get all the most updated information and shows from us over here. And then the merch website. Let's say, hey, you had an amazing weekend. You followed our picks. You made a lot of money. Go buy a shirt. Grab a shirt from xxvthelabel.com. Rock it with some pride because we helped you make the right picks at the event. We got a link for that down below in the description as well. And then last but not least, our 3 sponsors for tonight. We had NECTR Energy. We love them. NECTR. I had one in to start the show, get my energy up a little bit. NECTR.energy is where you're gonna head over, get more information about the product. Promo code over there is MafiaProductions, all one word. Buy 2 get 1 free. Liquid IV, liquidiv.com. Same thing. Mafia_Moffitt is the code under there, so a little different, but saves you 20% off, get free shipping. They've got all of their flavors and sizes listed online on the website, the sugar-free and the sugar formula as well. So whatever you need, they have. Fitzy might be ordering some of that sugar-free here, right?
Always sugar-free.
trying to slim down a little bit, but you got to stay hydrated while you're doing that. So yeah, it's a great product for that. And last but not least, Wealth Clothing. Shout out Wealth Clothing. We appreciate those guys. They do some cool things in paintball. Code FTS over there to save yourself some money. But yeah, that is gonna be it for us over here. J-Bo, Fitzy, you guys got any more final thoughts about Chicago? Anything that you want to get out before we end the show?
No, just excited to watch the games and hopefully, kind of see how the layout ends up playing and see where our picks are at. I think it actually adds a little bit more interest to some of the things as the weekend goes on. So I like it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely it's fun to do. I mean, I was up at 5 a.m. For the whole last event in AC because they were on the East Coast, we were over here on the West Coast, and got up at 5 and locked into every single match. It was a great weekend, so excited to do that again. Same time zone this time. That'll be nice on that Central time zone.
That's right.
Fitz, I guess what you got, bro? Any last final thoughts for the people out there?
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be Chicago.
You'll be at the event too.
Yeah,
right?
I'll be there. I'll be there
Okay.
Thursday.
So yeah,
through
if you're
Sunday.
walking around, you see Fitz, let him know. You know, say,
Yep.
hey, I took your picks, or I went against your picks.
Yep. Yeah, I don't offer refunds on those picks.
Fitz gonna be in the
We're not
pit
charging any
putting
money at
quarters
all.
in
This is a
people's
free pick
loaders.
service.
yeah. I just start putting dimes and pennies and quarters in there and be like, yeah, here you go. You'll be all right. You know,
I'll pay for
jam
this
it
team
all up.
specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you know, whoever's playing Infamous is like, why is this guy always in our pits, man? Like, he's not our pit help.
It's weird. It's weird. Why is he here?
Why is he here?
But yeah, no, it's gonna be a good one. And the Bears. The Bears.
Bears.
Chicago. The Bears.
Fitzy's gonna ride or die by the Bears and Infamous, and
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be interesting to watch
Rest in peace, my
transpire.
guy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. me. Right there.
As you guys know out there, tune on over to Go Sports. They're going to be holding all the action all weekend. That's where my browser is going to be at. And yeah, it's going to be a fun and exciting time. So without further ado, this has been the From the Sidelines Pick Show for Chicago. For my two lovely co-hosts that join me every time for these, we got Fitz. I was going to drop the government name, but he got upset last time I did it. So just Fitz. And we'll call him Fitzy. You know, for Fitz and for Jordan Boyum, J-Bo. My name is Ryan Mafia Moffitt. This has been another episode. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. And we will catch you on the next one. See you later.